All right, good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. Whenever you are listening to this recording, this training is basically for future trading, how to navigate future trading, especially those of you who are subscriber on our platform, Columbia Express Cash Flow Solution Club. The earlier video was done and it was I learned that it was not clear. But I want to create dimension. Remember what we have on a platform is three things, three-dimensional things. Number one, passive income strategy and opportunity. And then number two is active career, income opportunity. And number three is residual income. Now, many confuse passive and residual to be the same. They are not. Passive can be residual. Passive can be residual. For instance, you see me talking about stock. Okay, so if you buy any stock, I've recommended a lot of stock for people to buy, come aboard for many years and all of that, and keep it. Okay, then you must have made some good money. That's the truth. All right, so now how will you make some good money? Because of the dividend that is going to be paid. So there's no doubt about that. So it makes a lot of sense. You can make passive and it become residual in nature. But when we talk about residual, it has to do that you work out and build a system. Okay, you work out things to build a system, and people probably subscribing to services and getting paid. So it's more or less like you have a company. But today, thank God for technology, and you can build an affiliate system. That's like a kind of, a franchise or something. Just now, today it's called power and leverage. You leverage on something, provide service of a company, and then you don't bother about the company, set up the company. So you let people. So one of the biggest aspects is where we talk about investing in companies that have existing structure, and then yours to spread out to people, and they make use of it. So you have royalty to be paid, and as long as those people are getting along, you are getting paid. And these are different aspects of residual income. Now, in Plan B Express, was whoever you invited to Plan B Express Cash Flow Solution Club, and then they refer friends, then you make money. So every year they renew their service, charge. You're being paid 20% of whatever is their service charge. So this is residual income and all of that. Now, the passive income on the stock. So I mentioned a lot of stock for people to buy. Many of you will know that one of my lovely and the powerful stock, and it's always still leading, is Inveda. Now, I'm going to show you something, but the training of today is actually of future trading, just to take you a dimension. Now, why you don't need to be extravagant or too anyhow in trading your future. Like some set up so much high leverage. I'm not saying it's bad. If you're a day trader, a scalper, it's not a problem. So I want to show you how you can build investment. So as seen future trading as an investment vehicle. So beyond just the hype people are creating around it. So as an investment vehicle, meaning I can put in my $100 on futures, and it will just be growing over time. But I need to know basic, when to enter and probably target to exit. So, but when you have a particular leverage that is very considerably okay and confined not to too bogus, then you can actually build, money or wealth through your future trading. So a lot of people have, when they hear about future trading, they run. It's a gambling and all of that. It's not that. Some when they hear about forex trading, they run. They say it's a scam online. It's not. It's in fact they call it Niger bet, like in Nigeria. That is bet Niger, stuff like that. Now, because of level of ignorance, what we have stood for is that we want to actually simplify this whole concept for people to see it in a very simplified version. Now, the summary of the whole thing is that being it forex, synthetic, future trading, spot trading, they are an investment vehicle. But these are more of active career. But today, their AIs have simplified things. Now, in Plan B, what we have decided to do in trading is that we'll give you signals. All right. So we'll give you signals, but you need to know basics, where to copy and paste and all of that. But imagine you now know at least to know when market is going to change, and then you take into it. So you are going to be making money. It may not be as bogus as other people are making, but you will have rest of mind. And that's the whole ideology. Why do I have to start from the stock market? Now, I asked a lot of people, I said, if people can be making insane money on stock on a daily basis, or weekly, or monthly, then how much more crypto? Crypto move faster than stock. But stock is more reliable because already well established. So don't doubt that it's already well established. Does that mean that the stock cannot crash? A lot crash. Yes, a lot of stock crashes. So you will buy and it crash on you. So it's normal. Okay. So imagine price of Tesla. Look at it. Tesla, look at it right now. Tesla is negative minus 2.1 something. You know what it means for a shares to lose so percentage within that period of time. Do you understand? So it can crash. Okay. While you are having that, you have another stock, even a large cap stock was doing within this year 121%. I'm just trying to show you some dimension why you need to take your spot trading in crypto and future trading in crypto very seriously. Even if you don't know how to trade forex or future properly, but you can follow simple instruction and all of that. Now, let me quickly go to a chart and show you something that's going to be very relevant. Now, I talk about stock, right? I buy into stock, and of course, that's why I want everybody on Plan B Express Cash Flow Solution to take advantage of. Let me start from a local stock. I ask people to buy this stock, First Bank. Why I have to use this one first? Why I have to use this one is more recent, okay? It's more recent, and at 28 naira per shares and all of that. How many people probably may not listen? Many people may not actually listen to that extent. So you can imagine when I ask people to buy just November, okay? Even as at December, it was still at that 20, 30 and 30 naira and all of that. But remember, we've been buying this stock, okay? Now we've been buying this stock before. I think we bought at 21 naira. So before you can have all this evaluation. So at 21 naira and all of that. So at 21 naira, so let's do something. So this stock, there are fundamental behind it. So you need to understand it's not about technical alone. So there are fundamental about it. Okay, yeah. So from here to here. Okay. Here, yeah, good. Now, so there are fundamental around it, and this stock. So imagine as at July this year, you could still get this stock at 25 naira. So it's still longer, but when I asked people to buy was 28 naira per share. Then so lingering between 28 to 31 naira. In fact, some people bought at 31 naira, then it crashes down the more. And I told them, add more, add more. Some bought at 34 naira, it crashes more, I say add more. Now it's a fundamental to push it this way. Now let's calculate, let's look at it now. From this price to where it traveled to here, that's about 83%, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it looks unbelievable. So, but people bought at 28 naira. What do you think they have? So, at 28 naira to 53 naira, you know what it is? So, almost 100%, 90 something percent as it were. Now, that is stock. There's so many stock like that we bought into, and I told them what they need to do, how they should buy, and all of that. But the thing is this: if people can make money in stock like that, so how much more? Okay, now there are a few stock. We bought a stock last week or last month. I can't remember the last week or last 2 weeks. It's called RKT. It's a foreign stock. It's a little bit high, like something dollars per share. Okay, $19. Okay, sorry. Now look at this stock. Now when we saw, and there was, I'll see them. The target is to look at it at 21 naira plus if we're able to break this. Now at $21 plus. Sorry. Now, the best time to have bought, of course, was supposed to be here. We have this. Now, so created an all-time high here, kind of pending, and then we return back here. And then we had the next one, right? This is a high, and this is a low, okay? Then we create an internal high here, a low. So break of structure or sweep. So we have an internal high here. So that means this is taken out here. So that means this is an internal structure shift. So internal structure shift. So if you look at this same market, so buy will have been here, massive and very highly encouraging, right? Good, make a lot of sense. So now, if you look at it, buying from here, even if I'm going to put stop loss, I will check if it's available on I'll check if it's available on what's it called, on Bybit. So then, so if I'm going to be targeting, so what, $21 plus was my target somewhere here. So let's just say here. Okay. So from here, that is November 16 to here. That's 25%, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say it took how many days? It took so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's say just about 2 weeks. And there you are, 25%. That makes a whole lot of sense, right? This is lovely. Now, so when the market return back again, we got another here because this is another structure. So you expect, you see now? So we have this, and that was powerful. So that means from here, respect probably first here, and then the second here. So if I'm going to look at here, so that's going to record 19%, but if we're going to target here, that's going to be do another 24, 25%. Now, if you take 1 month, is it not bad? 25% with rest of mind, not gambling, not giving your money to any third party that can tell you a story tomorrow. And these are the things. Now, that is stock for you. So we have different stock. If I check some other stock that I was checking around in my evaluation, A, T, and T, I think I got that right. Okay, so let me check AT. All right, so let's take Uber. I think I saw Uber was doing some nice move the other day. Okay, also Uber now. So maybe Uber is presenting another opportunity for a buy. Now I'm just arriving at something, the importance of future trading. So Uber now $81. Now for people who bought Uber as of April, they may not know what they're doing. So they don't even, so I'm sorry, not that they don't know what they're doing. They may not really understand what we're doing here. Okay, so let me say that. So that's about 50 something percent for Uber. Okay. Uber 50 something percent. To what extent is Uber going to crash? I don't know. So let's say it's already entering to a buying zone, as it were. So anything below here should be a buying zone for it. So that means if I could buy Uber at 60 something dollars again, target up, as it were. Yeah. So I'm not saying you should buy. I'm just showing you some things, and then well, I think I bought this one and I sold at a discounted value. Yeah, I sold, was it last week? IBKR, Interactive Brokers Group, NASDAQ. All right, so this one now, I think presented a buy opportunity, but I don't fancy the move. It's not going to give me what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's at August. That was a good one. Now, so I'm just trying to show you dimension and all opportunity to buy into stock and all of that. So most time we don't pay attention. So as I became, if stock could do this, right? And people are buying to stock and make money, then how much more if I can get into my crypto, buy on spot, buy on. So, but they will also tell you that, okay, stock is not as volatile as crypto and all of that. Yes, it's normal. So now let me take you to the future navigation I want to show to you right now. So let's quickly go. If you are not with us yet, you just need to try and be with us so that we can align together on our platform, right? It's going to make a lot of sense for you. You can afford to miss not part of our platform. Very, very important. Very, very important. So let's quickly go there. So trading future, just the basic things. I think I've explained some things about future trading right before. I've talked about future trading. There are a few things that are very important. So we have what's it called? I think we have a document that is on our future sections. So you go through those concepts and all of that. So I'm going to go into practical here, right? So to trade futures, understand that futures is a power of leverage. And now most of us, we abuse things when they are given to us. Now, before they give you the leverage, you don't pay for it. But once your money is not in, your money begin to pay, if otherwise. What do you mean by leverage? So they give you buying power. Now you want to buy a particular asset, and what you have is $10. So you can decide to take additional $10 into more 5 portion, adding 4 portion to your money. So that means you are saying 5x. So 10 times 5 will be $50. So you are trading of your $10, but they're supposed to this additional value, making your trading equity to be up to $50. So if you use 10x, so you are saying, okay, I'm amplifying my $10 into 10 times, which is going to be $100. So whatever profits the market make, I will not make it on my $10, but I will make it on my $100. Does that make sense? But this is the point too. Now, if the market is against you and you use like 10x or 20x, now every 1% that is lost in market generally is amplified by your own leverage. What's your leverage? You use 20x. So if markets lost 1%, a person who bought spot has lost 1% in the market. But you amplify your own account, so you've lost 20% of that your $10. Does that make sense? Okay. So, but if the market move and do 1%, then you have done 1% on the volume of the money and 1% times 20 on your fund. So invariably, it's going to be 20% on your $10. Okay, so let's go. We have a lot of things here on CoinW, and if you have not registered, go to the comment section, register now. And so I've told that the first thing is that you have to verify your account on CoinW. You have to verify your account. If you have done that, you can deposit your crypto into the wallet. And so let's experiment. Now, if you deposit, you need to transfer the money or something like this. So if I come like this, let's say I come to asset overview, then I need to know where is this money available. If I fund my account and the money is in funding, there is a need to transfer. Click on transfer, move it from funding to not spot but futures account. So how much? All, and then you click confirm. So that money goes into, excuse me, just a moment. All right. So that money is gone into your future trading account. If you have not traded future before, it's going to ask you some questions. You just have to answer those questions before your future account is opened. So I go to futures. Remember, I say it's a contract. So it's a contract, and then that you took loan to build more trading volume. So if I click on, okay, if I click on futures, it will bring me here and it show you your money. So please pay attention. The first place, as a beginner, the first place you need to go is called the setup. So look at it, see isolated, split, leverage. So click on them. Now, when you see isolated, what do you mean by isolated? Isolated means any amount of money you are exposed to the market. If the market gets and you didn't use stop loss, once you finish the available money, it only takes, let's say you have $1,000 in your account and decide to use $50 to expose to the market. The market go wrong and you didn't use stop loss, you only take the $50 and leave your $950. Now, the second one is called cross. Cross is for professionals. Now, why? Because people who trade cross margin don't even use bogus stop loss. Sorry, leverage because they want to build accounts. Remember, I told you it's an investment vehicle. So if an investment vehicle, then you have to be strategic about it. So as a beginner, where did I say you should start from? Maximum of 5x in your trading. So where am I going to change it? So I'm going to change it here. Look at it. Then I'm going to type 5 here. Now, should I make it isolated? Now, it all depends on you, but I would recommend you make it isolated. But if once you start building accounts, start building more intentionally, you're going to be using cross. All right. So cross is that even when the $50 you're supposed to go away, it will continue to double into the other money. So cross your boundary. Don't limit yourself within the confine I've given. You can cross boundary. That's what it means. Okay. Now, split means that if I open many positions, they will be independent of their own, not merging together. So sometimes if you want to take profit 1, 2, 3, then there's a need for you to put it in split. Okay, so once I've done that, all right, remember I said the maximum you should use is 5x as a beginner. Then what am I going to do? Very simple. I'm going to click on confirm. Now, this setting must be done first before you start implementing trade. Now, if you go to the left corner, you see some things moving. Look at Bitcoin. Then, if I want to pick any other coin, so it's just for me to click, right, and then type the coin. Let's say I want to go for hype. As I type, you can see hype pop up. So I want to look at the hype overview, right? Hype is on the high time, is moving all this way. So this is 15 minutes. Okay, so let's check. Okay, so you can see hype. Now, you probably sometimes must have missed some important entry level. So, but you now want to do basic review if you are still good to go. Then another coin is ZEC. Okay, so ZEC, Z-E-C. So look at ZEC. ZEC 2 has traveled so much, right? So, but whichever way. So let me just take and show you now taking an entry. Okay, I'm taking an entry. Yeah, ZEC or hype. Which one do we prefer to use? Do we use hype? I think the last time the example we still gave was hype. So this time around, let's go for ZEC. So this is ZEC. So ZEC is pulling back because this is after a massive move up on hourly time frame. So let me take Fibonacci retracement here. Okay, so we're supposed to wait for ZEC to come down very well, but I wouldn't wait. I'll just because I want to experiment for you. So I'm going to be using market order. So look at it. There's market, there is limit, there is conditional. So I'm going to use market so that I can instantly get into the market. Now it's going to ask you account size. So maybe, how much do you have there? So if it's much, you want to use maybe half or whatever. But this is not much, so it's still $10. So what is your X? 5X. So 5X times 5 times 10 is going to be $50. So $50. And so if you scroll down, you're going to see your cost at this amount. Okay, so I click on buy, confirm. Okay, maybe the money okay, success. Now it's successful. The price has been placed. Look at it. So where do I see it? So if you scroll down or look at your dashboard properly, you see orders. all right, positions, copy, trading, order history, and all of that. So you go to position. In that position, there's something you've not done. It's called stop loss and take profit. So stop loss, now, so my stop loss will be where, but if you have done a proper analysis, your stop loss will be defined. But if you do not, it will not be defined. So you're going to look at button that shows T, P, and SL. Then button below it is to click and then edit your take profit. So let's say I say I'm going to take my take profit at, so I click and take profit at, let's say, 540. You see that is about 15%. Okay? So 540 for TP. Okay? So how much are we putting for the stop loss? I'm just going to be doing some random stuff. So stop loss at what price? Let's look at it. Let's see if, let's say 470. Oh, oh, sorry. Let's say 360. Well, and that's too much. I'm just doing practical. This 467. 380. 390. 400. So let's leave it this way. Telling you if the market lost, you have lost 72%, which is giving this amount. So 410. Okay, so let's just go ahead that way. You can edit it. Okay. So because before you do this, you should have known where you are putting your stop loss and take profit. Now, can you see now? I put the rates, put all the necessary thing, 410. Wow, very far down here. So if I actually want to adjust it, 430 to 430, let's say 430. Go there again. You edit it. Stop loss 430. So that's about 3%. That's about 40.06%. About 7.9%. It's going to be $3 plus. So this is how you actually trade futures without stress. Does that make sense? So now the advantage of futures is that the same coin you bought, so you know, spot is about buy low, sell high. So the same coin you bought is coming down, you are trading it. It's going up, you are trading it. So you will not have any excuse, oh, the bear market has finished me. No, 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 no. It's lack of personal development that have finished you. Okay, so that is what it is. I hope this meets us well, and then pay attention on how to go about this. Thank you very much. Check the comment section. The link for CoinW is there. Register, and then find way to subscribe. We're running promo as at this time of recording, which is 27th of December and the promo is going to be ending 31st. So if you are hearing this or listening to this early, kindly take advantage of 50% flash offer for our subscription to Plan B Express Cash Flow Solution. All right, do have a nice time and bye for now.